Hi there, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you how you can protect yourself from the WannaCry ransom attack that is currently the most dangerous ransomware virus to be infecting Windows machines worldwide. Just having antivirus on your machine and up to date is not enough to stop this threat. Currently only 30% of all antivirus applications worldwide can stop this threat. In this video I'm going to show you 7 top tips that will help you protect your machine from this infection. Okay, the first tip is don't open any suspicious looking emails. So we can see here, it's got 6 points here of why this email looks suspicious. So don't recognize the email address. It's got a very suspicious looking attachment. It's saying dear user, it's not saying your name. Very aggressive, your account will be disabled. Yeah, and these 2 bits here. So this is how the threat will infect your machine. So you'll double click on this file, it will download it, and it's basically an application that installs the ransomware on your machine. So it will infect your machine either from an attachment like this, or sometimes if you go to a website that's been compromised, they can actually embed the ransomware into the website. So when you go to the website, depending on your internet settings, it might automatically download a file and install it in your machine. Sometimes you'll get prompted you want to download. So again, if you're online on Internet Explorer or Chrome, be very careful the websites that you go to, because it could infect you that way as well. My second tip for you is to install a malware scanner into your internet browser. So in Google Chrome and Firefox, you can actually install extensions. So in Chrome, if we just go to extensions here, we go down, more extensions, and if you type in Chrome Safeguards, and if you install this add-on down the bottom here, what that's going to do is every single website that you go to, it's going to actually scan the website for malware. If it detects malware, it's then going to block your access to that website, so your machine won't be able to get infected. So if you just install that add-on, then close down Chrome, reopen it, and it'll be activated. My next tip is there's a website called OpenDNS. If you go to there, you can sign up for a free account. What this does is this will act as an internet proxy for your machine. So every time that you go to a website, what this application will do is it will actually scan for malware. They've got a central database, so when you go to a URL, it will first go to the central database and it'll basically say, is this URL okay to go to? Yes, it's clean, or it might say no, it's got malware detected on it. So again, it will block your access to that site. It's just nice having an extra layer of security, so you know that the website is definitely safe. Right, my fourth tip for you is by far the most powerful tip I have for you. What we're going to do is block .exe files from running in certain locations. So as we saw in that email, when you double click on that file, it's basically going to download it to your machine and then run it. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop these .exe files from running in certain locations. So what we're going to do is if you click on start, type in gpedit.msc. If you right click on there and do run as administrator, I'm going to put that program into the description below just in case you missed what you need to type there. If you click on computer configuration, Windows settings, security settings, software restriction policies, additional rules, again I'm going to put this location in the description below. I've got a list of all the lines you need to add. So if you just copy these one by one, start with the top and make your way down the bottom, right click there, do new path rule, and if you paste that in and if you click on OK, now what that is going to do is if I double click on this, because this is a .exe file, so if we double now, we can see there that the system has blocked that application from running. So if the worst does happen, if you do receive one of these emails, if you do accidentally click on the attachment, it will download it to your machine, but then you'll get this message saying it's been blocked. Okay, the next thing we need to do is to run Windows Update. So if you click on your Start menu, if you just type in Update, click on Check for Updates. Okay, I've actually run Windows Update this morning, so I need to actually restart my machine now. But what you need to do in here is just check on Click for Updates and make sure you install all updates that you can. If you reboot your machine and then repeat this process again, because sometimes you need to do it 2 or 3 times depending on how behind you are on the updates. Microsoft a couple of days ago have actually released a patch for this threat. So if you install this patch, hopefully we won't get infected by the one-away cry ransom attack. Tip number 6 I have for you is randomly check probably once a week, maybe every other day. Make sure that your local antivirus is up to date. If it's out of date by a couple of months, it's possible that new threats, new viruses, new ransomware will come out and you're not protected. If you do, just make sure that your software is up to date. It will have the latest, it will be able to detect the latest threats and get rid of them. But as I said previously, only 30% of antiviruses currently are picking up this threat. So yeah, don't depend just on your antivirus. The last thing I want to show you is to disable something called SMP. So if you go into Control Panel, because the ransomware is actually using this to infect some machines. So if you go into Control Panel, type in Programs, click on Programs and Features. On the left hand side here, turn Windows features on or off, click on there. And if you just scroll down to this SMP file sharing support, if you then press OK, and then that's going to uninstall it, and if you just click on Restart Now, and that will remove that from your machine. Right, that's all the tips I have for you. If you have any other tips that I've not covered here, I'll be very interested to know what they are, so please post them in a comment below. If you do need any help implementing any of these tips, please post it in a comment below and I'll do my best to help you out. As I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to create another video in a couple of days' time to show you how you can get rid of this specific ransomware if you have been affected already. But yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.